sporadically coming on live, and I may even come on live at this time each morning or later on in the day, deciding, just trying to work out what way is best to reach out to you guys. Now, the Marty's Garden project, community project, is live now, and I'm pretty excited about it. I'm a little bit nervous, I must admit, but I've been getting a lot of questions, a lot of good comments, good feedback, and things. And I thought it's time to actually get the message out there a little bit more and let people know that I will not be abandoning the YouTube channel. This is just another space, another place to connect with you guys much better, where I can actually, there's a chat box inside the system, or a chat page inside the system. There's also a feed in there, and we've got a Worm Farming Connect section space already, and you can go in and make your own profiles and get to know other people inside the community, which is, like, there's a chat box sort of inside, below videos and things in here, but it's going to be really game changing in my opinion. So I put a link actually in the, not the comments box, in the thing below, whatever they call it here, and you can head over there and check that out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to provide like a 7-day free trial for people to come in and give it a go. Now, it's still very early days, so you have to have some patience with me. We will be putting some courses in there and creating some different challenges and things, and I just really want to work with the community of what they want to see in there and what they enjoy, and build up something that's, I believe, that's getting really lost. I've been working a lot with people coming in and buying compost, and really being able to get close to my customers and talk to them about what their needs and wants are, and help them with their decision making, and what they're going to do with planting, and how they're going to plant, and what they're going to plant where and here, where and abouts, and building raised beds. And I take them around little tours around the yard and things, and it's been really amazing connecting with these people, because as technology progresses, we're getting less and less connected, I believe. So it's something that I really want to dig deep in, and get closer to people that are working with me, and watching my shows, and buying compost, and all those different things. And even when you do a course with me, you'll be able to then get back to me and ask questions and things like that. And I think that's really, really important. And I can actually put videos inside the community as well. And if you're coming in later, some people are worried that I'm actually going to be disconnecting from the YouTube channel. I'm not going to be doing that at all. I might even be making a little bit more in here. And really, it's just very, very early days yet. As I said, it is live, and you will be able to get it down in not the comments box, but that description area. There's a link there, and there's a 7-day trial there, and so people can go in and give it a go and see what it's like. As I said, it's probably, it's going to take a few months for it to really start kicking off, but I'm really looking forward to getting in there and just seeing what goes on in the feed. I've put a couple of things in my feed as well, and I will be able to, instead of like being caught up in sort of some algorithm, maybe in Facebook or whatever, where I put something in, it doesn't get to you guys. It'll get there, and you'll be able to connect and things. And I know that at the beginning there won't be a lot of people, so that people might go, oh, it's a little bit boring. It's not like this live stream feed where you get pumped, heaps of people clicking the like button and going, yeah, this is awesome. That will take some time, and I don't know if it'll ever reach to that full stage of that thing. But as I said, it's all about drawing in closer, and I'll be able to drop my own photos in there. People will be able to put photos in and show me and other community members. I think you can even, as a member, you can also put in short, quick videos as well. And I can put in videos up to, I think, 1 terabyte long. So that's pretty amazing. And I can create video courses in there. And even, I like the idea of doing some workshops and things, like maybe even like a live workshop, because we can run live events, and I can have invite guests in. One of my members, one of my close friends and followers, Matt, he mentioned that I could have a 5 questions with Marty or something like that. It runs for half an hour. That could be live in the members area as well. And then we'll run the live shows in here and talking to different people and helping and showing new people that are coming across in the channel where they can go and meet new people and be involved in those type of things. So let's have a look at what we've got here. I'm pretty sure we've got some chat stuff going on. Just has anyone? Yeah, here we go. If you're going to say g'day, please, yeah, do so right now. I think I need to see something in the chat overlay on the right side, and I can drag it in. Maybe you've got a question for me, and you're going to head across and have a bit of a look at it and let me know the links are working, and I can check out what everything else is working in there. Like I'm not no technical super duper expert or whatever, but yeah, it'd be good to see that just someone can drop a chat in there, and we will send it across. And I'll just write something here. The link is available now in the description. That's what it's called. I know these little live shows we're talking about, this isn't going to be for everyone, but there we go. There it is. Yeah. So, because I'm going to be talking about the members area a bit and trying to get that up and running, so people can get in there and start, yeah, being a part of it. I'm very interested to hear what you guys think about it. And as I said before, I'm not going to be abandoning the YouTube channel. I've never been a big person in Facebook so much. Never really enjoyed the experience in there so much, even though I do have one group of 25,000 people in there. And they're good crew, and it's run by some really good friends of mine, and they do a great job supporting that community. And that was, something that I wanted to do to help people be able to grow more food. And so we've achieved that, but I've never been able to connect with them, those members inside, as much as I would like. So yeah, good morning. Lovely to see you. And good morning, Deborah. And thank you guys so much for your support so far. It's just been absolutely awesome. Everyone's just been amazing. I think there's like 98 people in the Buy Me a Coffee page there. So that's still going to stay open if people just want to support the channel and things that way. Obviously, there's still going to be the videos available in the members area. Some people have already paid for that and got access to it, and they can in YouTube, and they can still access that. We're just going to scale things up much better and get and closer to people, where I feel like, when I go shopping, I'm like standing in a line. There's all robot machines and things, and they just want to scan your card and move you through. And I stand in a line and get someone to talk to me and say hello and serve me properly. I just really prefer that experience, and I want to keep that experience as organic as possible. Online, I know that it's not the same as shaking someone's hand and looking straight in their eyes, but I think it's as close as we can get to really making that experience and getting the help that we need, instead of getting lost in these big feeds. And yeah, and creating that that new experience. And also I get to work on my own space, where there's a lot more safety there, in case, like people have got YouTube channels cancelled, different things. You're not allowed to put certain content in these days and say certain stuff, otherwise you get in trouble. And so yeah, I think that's there's a terminology called own the race course, don't be the race horse. And so yeah, that'll give me the opportunity to be a race course owner, more to speak, than being a racehorse riding in the race. And we can build something really, really cool over time. And obviously it's got to resonate with everyone that's into organic gardening. They want to learn how to grow fresh food at home. They want to learn how to build soils, living soils, grow the right plants, worm farm correctly to get the end result. So it's always going to be about getting to an end result. And then when you get to that end result, you possibly want to move on to something else and then get the help that's needed and required to help you get there. And I really believe, it's just so satisfying when we get that healthy food and we put it on our plate. I've got something, so don't bail out too quick. I want to show you a bowl of tomatoes that I harvested yesterday. I was supposed to put it there, but excuse me, I'll just grab it. This is what happens when you do stuff live, right? It's not all scheduled in and everything like that. But check this out. Now we've been harvesting one of these every second day, and this is a smaller one. And so we've got a nice big tomato here. This is the special prize, and man, the flavor in this thing, it is just astronomical. It's just absolutely beautiful. Look at these little colored cherry tomatoes. We've got all different colors going on here. We've been selling these for $10 a kilo to some locals when we've got a bit of a surplus demand. Obviously, we do have a surplus demand, as you can see here. And check that out. Like, how cool is that? And we've got, like, we're doing chilies now. This one's getting ready for seed. So that's, I don't know what they call that one. I'm not a chili expert, but these ones are our bird's eyes that we're growing. And we're growing 4 or 5 different varieties of chilies this season. So, and I got someone who's Karen's mother, who's Thai. She told me these are really hot. And so we've got the feedback from them. We've got some Romas here. It's just, look at that bowl. The taste, the flavor, man, coming out of something like this, it's just absolutely, it's just awesome. Like, and you can get to that too, where you're growing lots and lots of healthy, fresh food at your place. And, like, there's a lot of really smart people that follow this channel. And I believe that will eventually move across into the members area, because they not only want to be learning themselves, but they want to be sharing and caring and helping others, because they don't have the opportunity to make things, the YouTube channels and things like this. And they got the same problem with social feeds and things just disappearing and stuff like that. So anyway, I've got a question here, so we'll answer this for Elizabeth. Okay. We'll leave the questions more to the end, but we only run these quick little live shows for half an hour. So, but I'm okay to answer a couple here and there. Question: is it okay to dry out worm castings before putting it in DIY soil? Okay, so this is the stuff that we're going to be really doing a lot in the live feeds. Over in the membership, and also like in the feed, and you'll just be able to drop it straight in, and then that question will be there for the whole time in the worm area. So we've got a worm connect space, so it's called the Marty's Garden Community Project. So in that connect space in there, we're talking worm farming. You'll be able to drop questions and things like that in there, and you'll 100% get them answered. But this one, you shouldn't dry them out too much. You do kill the biology. Now, you do hold the nutrition in there, so the nutrients will stay in there like you would, say, a fertilizer ball or some type of fertilizer. But the biology will die off. Now, some of it still does stay alive because they do dry out some stuff and hold it on the microbes and things. So I'm not a soil scientist, so I can't say that, but the general gist is to only let them dry out maybe about halfway through, and then using 10% of that into your mixes. So hopefully that answers that for you, Elizabeth. And as I said, this is the stuff that's going to be answered more regularly inside the Marty's Garden Community Project website. So there's a link in the description. You can go check it out. There's 7 days there to trial it. As I said, it's very, very new. So don't expect anything too wild and crazy, but it's early days, and I'm sure people are going to get a lot of benefit out of it quite quickly. And g'day, Jim. Nice to see you here. And then we've got my mother and father are watching. Mum, hey, Dad, how you going? Lovely to see you here. And yeah, we're here today talking about the Marty's Garden Community Project, which is all about connecting like-minded souls that are into organic gardening, that want to learn how to grow fresh food at home and know what they're putting on their plates, so you understand what your food is. Now, a tomato is a very good example. Now you can see here, this one's called a special prize. I've just shown this one before, and these are uh, a determinate tomato. They only grow to about 2.5 feet, 3 feet high, and produce about half a dozen of these on each plant. Now, the flavor coming out of these things is amazing, and we can actually let them. See, it's just a little bit green on top, but we harvested it. It's pretty ripe. Now, they would harvest is much greener than this, and some crops like bananas and things, they spray them, they gas them to make them go right quick, and you're not getting all these healthy sugars that we should be eating, the sweetness, the juiciness, the flavor. When you cut open a tomato that comes out of it, most places, they're half hollow, they're not full of water and juice and all the nutrition. I guess lycopene, I think, is the main nutrient that's really good for you in here. Let me know in the comments box down below if you know what other vitamins and things are in tomatoes. And we can let these ripen on the vine, and we know exactly what's in. And that's just one example, such as things as corn, beetroots, different all different types of fruit and veg that we can grow in our backyard, whether it's small or a large space. We can grow quite a lot. Now, someone did mention about doing a small space area also inside the community, which I think is a really, really good idea. And I'm really sort of looking into that. I'm waiting. I'm sort of stuttering a bit here because I'm not going off any script or anything like that. What I'm going to be doing is when we get in there, I'm going to be talking a lot with the community. I don't want to expand where we've got too many things going on, then it's too overwhelming. So it'll just be a slow progress. And as I said, we've got the feed in there at the moment where people will be able to go in, check that out and work in the feed and ask questions and talk to each other and get to know each other. And there's also the worm farming area at the moment, that space in there. And there's a chat in there as well. So, yeah, let's keep moving along with what people are saying here. And good evening, Wayne's Worm Farm. Lovely to see you here. And yeah, no worries about missing the live. I'm going to be coming on a bit more, and I'm going to be possibly coming on again this time tomorrow morning if all goes well, and talking about building the Marty's Garden Community Project, where I feel we can connect and get closer together and learn a lot more from each other. So thank you so much for popping in. And if you've got any questions, this is what it's all about. We will help you with that as well. And super chat, thank you so much for that. It's really thank you very much. Yeah, it's not expected, but I do really super appreciate it. So thank you so much. It does help with everything that we're doing here. And we got a super sticker from Elizabeth. Shiva dog in combat position. I can't see it because I'm in another software, but thank you so much, Elizabeth, for that. I really do appreciate anything along those lines. And we're here today to talk about Marty's Garden is not disappearing on YouTube. We are still keeping it going, but I'm developing a community area called the Marty's Garden Community Project, and it's for people to come in and connect with me and with other like-minded people that are into organic gardening, worm farming, and learning sustainable systems so they can grow and succeed at home and can be helped through that progress to get a better end result and actually enjoy the process and, bring out things like this. And I keep showing it because I'm so proud of this big pile. My wife Shirley went out. She goes out most afternoons and picks this and adds to it. And as I said, we've been selling this for $10 a kilo as well. So there's a couple of kilos there in that bowl, and we've even got enough for ourselves as well. So yes, super stoked with that. And we've got another comment here from Wayne's Worm Farm. It's important for us gardeners to build connections. I 100% believe that, and I feel less connected all the time because of the way. And I think with this whole AI movement, things like, I could be wrong, it could be really great, but I feel that we're getting less and less connected. And if you look in the stats online for the last 20 to 30 years, there's a loneliness epidemic as well, and it's gone up like 40%, 400% in the last 20 years of that happening. And I believe that we can connect just with that tiny little thing like that around the globe, then just unreal. And I'm going to be working with building a connection section for the local people here as well, that want to learn how to grow food in this space. And then we're going to shop between the Northern Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere, and it's going to be really fun. But like I said, a lot of trials to be happening. But thank you so much, Wayne's Worm Farm, for that comment. I believe it's really important for us to build those connections also. And I can't believe that I was going to say I can't believe I haven't done this earlier. I just don't think it was ready for that time. And now we've got this amazing, this amazing software that I can use to build these community up. And I like the idea of being able to put video in there, and also being able to go live stream in there as well, because we can create a post, right? And say, for example, now I'm showing these tomatoes a lot, but just say example, we're talking about these harvests of these tomatoes here, or one of these ones that we're growing. Now, one of my favorites is a Tigerella. It's just finished, so we don't have that on the thing here. But I could actually put a video above the post, or we could go live above the post and be talking about that post, which is something that we can't do really inside here. So I think that's pretty that's pretty amazing that we can do, and it's just sort of touching the tip of the iceberg there. So I think that's really good. If you've got any questions, or you've got something that you would like to add, or something that you think would really go well down there that you'd like to see, I'm trying to get as much feedback as possible so I can build this for the members. It's not for me. Excuse me, my cup of tea. Hey, mum and dad, again, if you're still there. It's not really for me. Well, it is, because it's a part of, that's probably not the right way to put it, because will be a part of my business model. But it's really about getting this connection, and that's why I'm calling it the Marty's Garden Community Project, because it's bringing the community together in a project form, and with a whole lot of different things going on. So if you've got something that you would like to see in there, I'd love to hear from you for that. So far, we've got people that are interested in doing the worm farm, about getting some things going for small space, because as it's getting more expensive, they're going to be squeezing it down more so. And we were doing some of that before, but I think the Marty's Garden channel was way ahead of itself. So yeah, so that's something that's hang on, I've got a question here that I think we can really possibly move forward, is a small space thing, because we've got the one in Facebook's called Small Space Veggie Gardening Australia. I think there's 25,000 in there now, around about anywhere between 15 and 25,000. I can't remember at the moment. But a lot of people just go in there, they join, and they just want to ask one or two questions. So it's free, and they bolt. You know what I mean? And I just don't think that's a good way to go. I don't think it's a good way for a community to build on. But what platform, website this is going to happen? So it's actually it's not on like a Facebook or anything like that, or a Discord or anything like that. This is on my platform, and this is where I'm going to be hosting the whole thing. And yeah, and so yeah, it's a feed that I'm creating. I am using another software to do it, but yeah, it's my white labeled system, so I'm not under any laws of regulations or anything, as long as I pay my fees. And yeah, that's the one of the beautiful things about it. And so yeah, great question there, and thank you for that. We'll just stay a couple more minutes Usually it's lagging a little bit behind on time here for questions, so I want to make sure the questions come through. I'm running these little live shows in the morning for around about 30 minutes, and then I'm disappearing off into the garden, drive Shirley to work, get my daughter to school, have some all that type of stuff. So we will just see what's coming through here. Now, you might go on, and there it goes. It just popped up. Um, just a minute, light internet connection there. And so if we scroll down, get to the feed. Let's get rid of this. And it should be rolling down through. And so people can make posts, same like any other place where you've got a social feed coming through. And you can answer questions and do likes and all that type of thing. It's very similar to inside a Facebook system. And so, yeah, that's just the feed. Then you can see on the left, there's like a discovery. That's for me. There's an events, and I can see members. And also we've got the Worm Farm Connect section in there as well. So yeah, I'll just stop sharing the screen for the moment. We'll get back to me, and yeah, pretty excited about that. The software that I'm using, I can't remember the name of it right at the moment, but you know, if people want to know, then I can help them with that later on down the line. So as I said, people that are coming in a bit later, I'm not abandoning Marty's Garden, the YouTube channel. That will still be happening, and we're still micro farming here, making the compost and selling a few other things. And yeah, it's pretty exciting, and I'm looking forward to actually connecting and taking those courses over there and building in those platforms, having that feed where people can connect and creating new pieces of content that can be available to help people get to their end result. That's what I've always been trying to do, and it's been little bit disheartening in some ways because I create like piece of content and then next piece of